Hold on to your seats, folks. The flyweights bring the speed. The battle of the victors. There can only be one. Let's kick things off with Jim Fitzgerald.
All right, my fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the flyweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by ValidatedCenter.com. Make sure you visit the Validated Center booth in our lobby. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Larry. And now, introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks, trimmed in white. He is training out of KOMMA and MMAFC, Aloysiu Silva, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by way of Montebello. He weighed in 124 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Victor, the underdog. His opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing red trunks. He is training out of 10th Planet Guys and Systems Training Center in Hawthorne by way of Los Angeles. He weighs 120 pounds. His record 1 win, 1 loss, with that single win coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Victor, the Groovy Goolie Pages! All right, fans, here we go. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the flyweight division.
Flyweights, Victor Hernandez, Victor Pages. This fight brought to you specifically by Global Combat Network. Thank you, Skippy Cohen, for the correction. Hernandez in the red corner, Pages in the blue. This is SparStar.
Okay, here we go.
Hard outside leg kick from Hernandez. Pages responds. And for the second time tonight, a fighter is dropped by a leg kick. Big right hands from Hernandez. Pages, though, counters by going low.
Okay, so now Pages
Working on top.
working on top. And you see Hernandez kind of controlling his arm so that way he doesn't do damage to him. And it's kind of tough in being in that situation because you're against the cage and you're getting pressured against the cage. So it's really hard to escape that. But he's still striking from the bottom. Hernandez to Pages.
Pages on top. Hernandez not making his job easy.
Pages should posture up and start striking. But Hernandez is doing a great job keeping him close to him.
Some damage on the face of Pages.
So referee stands him up. He goes standing.
A cut across the bridge of the nose of the fighter from the blue corner. Counter right hook from Hernandez.
You know, Pages tries to change levels as he throws strikes, trying to confuse Hernandez. Hernandez is coming strong with those leg kicks, but not even setting it up.
Big 1-2. Staggers Pages for a moment, and he turns it around looking for the double leg.
Great action. I think they're making more noise than the heavyweights in the previous bout against the cage. Again, Pages shows damage on his face. I don't know whether he's cut. I can't really see from this angle, but he's bleeding.
Thanks again to Skippy Cohen and everybody over at Global Combat Network for helping bring these fights live to you over the stream. Also, MMA Madhouse and OC Fight Docs.
Again, great action from both of these guys, both victors actually. Pages kind of controlled a little bit more. He got a cut underneath his right eye.
The striking of Hernandez very sharp here in this first round. Those leg kicks, that 1-2 that really staggered Pages at the end. Razor thin fight.
Yes. He was able to drop Pages with that one leg kick again. I would like to see a little bit more setup from Hernandez, though, for the leg kicks.
Hernandez, a little bit of damage under his left eye as well.
Yes.
Round number 2, this is SparStar.
And here we go. And both still starting with that leg kick.
And a stiff jab. Pages changing levels.
He needs to cross-face him. He needs to cross-face him so that way he defends those double takedowns. Oh, and he was able to get that double takedown. Pages, again, in that same position that they were earlier. And if they're not that busy, they're going to stand him up again.
Pages relentless with that pursuit, now on top.
There you go. Pages needs to posture up and just start striking from the top. And Hernandez does a pretty good job of just keeping him close to him so he's not able to do that.
More work from the top by Pages. As we reach the halfway point, 1 minute left in round number 2.
Hernandez still trying to control his posture and his striking, his hands, so he's not able to come down with the strikes to his face. And again, if they're not that busy, and if Hernandez is able to keep him hold down, they're gonna stand him back up.
A very interesting stand-up with Hernandez, with Pages doing so much damage from the top.
I mean, Pages was still, working. I don't know why they would stand him up, but
Pages very upright here in the striking game.
Yes, but he changes.
Big right kick.
Whoa!
That is it. Larry Landless stops the fight.
Wow!
The right leg goes upstairs, drops Victor Pages, and that is it. Knockout in the final seconds of round number 2.
Wow, what a kick.
And that's how much standing up the fight can change the outcome.
But you see how he was going low, 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 and then he changed it. He changed the level of the kick to the head because he was reading him.
I like to call that the Ed Greer special. Shout out to Ed Greer Destroys, one of my good friends who does that to me all the time in the UFC video game.
Wow, that was let me lie to you, let me lie to you.
Let's see that one more time. And you see, right as Pages drops his hand, that right leg comes over the top. Larry Landless has no choice but to end that fight. Fantastic knockout finish by Victor Hernandez.
And I think that's why coach tells me you need to check those leg kicks. Check those leg kicks because you don't want your hand to go down just the way Pages did and get knocked down.
Well, you have to wonder, was Pages telegraphing a takedown? Because he had been throwing his takedowns, been very aggressive with those beforehand.
Yes.
He might have been dropping his hands down, getting ready to come forward.
Yes.
We can see that replay one more time. We can see if there's a difference. Is he preparing for the takedown, or is he trying to block what he thinks is a low kick?
But Hernandez, Pages was actually kind of looking to catch those kicks because he knew that he was kicking them. See, he was trying to catch it. He knew that he was coming for with a leg kick.
And that may appear to be a glancing blow to you watching at home, but any piece of that leg catches your head, the whole brain cage gets rattled.
Yeah. So interesting. He's wearing a gi, but yet he threw nothing but kicks. Blue belt.
Heavy kicks.
Heavy kicks.
From 32-year-old Victor Hernandez, winning in his debut, and one more time, right on the temple.
Yes.
Pages goes down, and you can see he's not able to defend himself. 4 or 5 punches land before Larry Landless ends the action.
Yes, and he stopped at a really, really good time. You don't want to get hit like that, especially on the ground like that, and with damaged already.
Tell us what you think. Tweet at SparStar Fights, at MMA Comic, and at Lethal Laura. Get in the conversation.
Let us know what you thought about that KO.
By way of knockout, the red corner, Victor, the underdog, Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the clinchreport.com, Jonathan King.
And coming from the gym, KO with the KO.